sentence you have to stop saying if you want people to genuinely respect you is majority of them. And I don't want to be mean and say like shut the fuck up, because that's not what I mean. But whenever I'm talking to someone, and this probably applies to you too, and they preface who they are, oh, I'm confident, I'm loyal, I'm this and that, I'm skeptical, because if you have to preface, you aren't the preference by nature, because you have like this buffer, this disclaimer, this like warning on who and how you want things to be instead of just being. Anyway, part of being yourself is just letting things be. And if you're into following people on social media, that's also all right.
Okay, real talk for a second. If you're a woman watching this, there's a good chance you're tired. Not just sleepy tired, but that deep down tired of the same old advice. Hustle more, manifest it, just be more confident. It's exhausting, right? Because it feels like you're doing all the work, but you're still following someone else's map. And look, I'm not here to add another shiny, impossible goal to your pile. That's the last thing you need. But this year, 2026, I'm seeing something different. It's not another trend. It's a quiet but massive push. Women aren't just trying to win a game that's rigged. They're quietly building their own playing field. And if you're feeling that itch to finally do things your way, then what we're going to talk about is probably exactly what's on your mind.
Girls, be so for real. Life has been too comfortable lately. Same routine, same excuses, same I'll get it done next week BS.
But don't let me fool you, because I'm right with you. I love my peaceful little bubble with my job, my men, my friends, and my little baby girl. But my life is getting a little too predictable.
So boom, I made 52 Diva Dares. Every week of 2026, I'll attempt one challenge that will test my confidence, lifestyle, routine, and habits. All while looking good, of course, darling.
Yes, you're coming with me because I need emotional support.
What happens if I miss a week? One of y'all gets something from my closet. I can't believe I'm saying that and putting it on the internet. And I dare you to tune in tomorrow for the first week. Bye, Diva.
If you want to be wealthy, you have to be willing to spend more money on yourself, because rewarding yourself with first-class experiences forces you to operate at a higher standard. When you start getting your hair done, you expose yourself to a level of luxury where your mind subconsciously is demanding that you maintain. If you invest in your education, you unknowingly start to turn a blind eye to all the ignorance around you, and then your life elevates with it. I've spent thousands on a six-figure mentor, and what I got in return was not only six figures, but a mindset that let me create a table where six figures was the bare minimum for myself and all of my clients. This is why I always say that being stingy with yourself is the fastest way to stay stuck in survival mode. The cheapest habits will always create the most expensive lives.
Here are things to start doing in 2026 if you're somebody who loves to consume media. Number 1, switching off your phone. When was the last time you turned your phone off? Because you need to learn how to turn your phone off. Our attention is being pulled left, right, and center from family, friends, people that you don't even know online, people that don't even know that you exist. To alleviate some stress, some anxiety, some overthinking, or some comparison, turn that phone off. Number 2, watching more international/foreign movies. I cannot tell you how much I have learned through just watching international and foreign movies, their cultural differences, their history, the things that I did not know existed. Even if you don't look the same, believe in the same things, speak the same language, you have to learn about other people's experiences. That's just not even a question. 3 is writing more than typing. There is definitely some scientific evidence behind the difference between writing and typing. I think you connect with the things that you're writing on a deeper level. You remember them, your creative ideas flow, pause to think what you're writing as opposed to just rushing and typing and like backspace. Number 4, investing in physical media. This is not overconsumption, because I'm aware this is becoming a trend. I am talking about diligently, intentionally buying physical media and rethinking how you are owning media, your books, your movies, everything. Physically owning things. Do we all agree that these are things that we should start doing moving forward?
For the longest time, the conversation was about fixing us to fit into these pre-built systems, cram ourselves into the corporate ladder, squeeze our lives into the 9-to-5 mold, smile and balance it all. And we got really, really good at it. But a lot of us hit a wall where we asked, for what? Is this it? The reward for being great at a game you never wanted to play is just burnout. The 2026 shift is this. Women are finally rejecting the fix yourself model. The push isn't about squeezing into a smaller box. It's about building a bigger room, one you actually want to be in. It's practical. It's about energy. It's about ownership. And it boils down to 3 very real pushes.
I'm a serial winner, and I'm going to tell you how serial winners think. I was once on track to be an Olympic athlete. I went to a phenomenal university. I went from no social media to being a full-blown content creator. I've won spelling bees, pitch competitions, you name it. Number 1, serial winners are serial visualizers. When I was an athlete, I used to think about one race hours, days, weeks, and months in advance. I would think about every tiny thing that needed to go perfectly in order for me to get what I wanted. And not only did I think about what needed to go perfectly, I felt it, I saw it, I tasted it, I knew exactly what it would be like. So when everyone else was getting ready to race against me, they were about to race me for the first time. I was about to race them for the 100th. Two, I'm not bogged down by loss. It is so easy for people to see someone have one mistake and think this person is not good at what they did because they failed. Winners know that failing is essential. I have failed so many times in so many different ways. But if you knew that your dream life was on the other end of failing, how much quicker would you want to fail? I'm grateful for every video that flops. I'm grateful for every error that I make. My goal is just to make sure that it doesn't happen again. 3, have undiluted focus on yourself, because the goal is not just becoming better than that person. Being better than that person has a ceiling. The goal is being the best version of yourself that you could ever imagine. The type of content creator that I want to be does not exist yet. When I was an athlete, I had 6 events. I broke records at 5 of them, and I embarrassed myself and sobbed in front of everyone when I did not break the 6th. I've always had unreal expectations, and I've always had extremely high standards for myself, and I'm not unkind to myself when I don't make those things, but I'm heartbroken because I visualized it and I already had it in my head. Apply these things to an area of your life that you want to win at, and you will win.
As you start elevating yourself, you're going to start noticing that people's true colors are really going to start to come out. So I remember in 2022, I was like, you know what? I'm done. Like, I feel like I've kind of lost myself, you know. I'm like, baby, I'm a hustler. Like, I like to do different things. Wasn't doing that. And I was like, I'm about to work on myself. When I tell you, everybody's true colors came out that same year. Everybody. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, like, is it me? It's not you. I promise you, it's not you. It is God's way of removing the people. If you're so dedicated to that, I promise you, God's gonna be like, okay, are you sure? Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. And let me take all these people out. And you gotta pass that test to elevate yourself. Like, I promise you, he's gonna pave so much space for new people who are gonna care about you and who are on the same journey as you. So we gotta go, okay? The journey is gonna be great, especially for 2026.
This is what I call doing it for the plot. So in the last year, I got laid off from my tech job, enrolled in a PhD program, started sharing my work online, got signed to an agency, shot my first campaign, shot my first teen Vogue story, started the second year of my PhD program, then shot another campaign that I can't talk about yet, and ran a half marathon. That one was kind of random, I'm not gonna lie. And here's the wild part. I still want more. Sue me! Sue me! When else will I be this young, fabulous, energetic,
and disgustingly overeducated?
What do I look like not taking huge delusional leaps of faith? The problem is winter break is about to test me because the bitch wants to sleep. But also see my friends, but also reach my goals. It's giving choose your fighter, but all the fighters are me. So here's my plan. I'm gonna give myself 12 weeks, 15, okay, like 13, for about 4 things. I'm gonna kick back up my long-term project, turning the stuff that I'm learning as a training psychologist into a fashion photo story. And honestly, the next idea I have is gonna be so sick. You're gonna wanna see it. I wanna launch a Q&A series. Y'all ask good questions that I think deserve answers. I'm thinking of calling it office hours because I'm a TA. If anyone has a better name, let me know. Third is also gonna be photography related. A series of shooting brands or items that I actually use, so one of them hires me for a campaign. This PhD is not gonna pay for itself, okay? Then last, another series that's like vlog or diary, like friendship keeps me alive while I'm in grad school, etc. It's about the friends we made along the way. I'm actually not kidding about that one. I'm very serious. And I'm putting this all out here because I want you to witness it. Partially for the vibes and for the memes, but also because writing down your goals, committing to them, and sharing them with someone increases your rate of success by like 75%. So consider this me writing them down and me sharing them. And if I can do all of this while getting a PhD, you can definitely chase whatever wild thing is calling you. Yeah, come watch me pull this off. Or like crash and burn. Either way, great plot.
The first push is the biggest one, and it's entirely internal. It's editing one question out of your vocabulary. You stop asking, do I have permission? Now I can see you thinking, but I need permission. From my boss, my bank, my family. I get it. But here's the thing. We often ask for permission not because we truly need it, but because we want someone else to share the risk. The 2026 push is realizing you are the only necessary signatory. It's swapping can I for this is what I'm doing. It's why we're seeing this surge in women starting their first businesses or major pivots later in life. Think of one thing. Just one you've been putting off because you're waiting for the right time or someone's blessing? What's the very first, tiniest action you'd take if you granted yourself full authority? That's your task for tomorrow.
Stop narrating your flaws out loud.
I have a pimple. My eyebrows don't match today. Excuse my bedroom, it's messy. I look so bloated today.
You're not a documentary. People just think confidence shows up. Confidence isn't magic, it's maintenance. It's a routine. It's a workout. Half the time, I'm confident because I decide to be. The other half is delusion, good posture, good makeup, a good outfit, or a clean haircut. I want you to start with this. Create a folder on this app, title it Confidence or Confidence Tips. I need you to save this video and come back to it when you need reminders.
I'm gonna tell you how to change your life in 2026. Every aspect of your life. Grab your popcorn and your face mask. Let's go, girl. Starting off with the first category, which is lifestyle, because lifestyle is probably the most important thing on this list. Express, learn, and master your creativity. In crafts, paint, make poems. Life is not too busy to try new things. That is something that I need to tell myself in 2026. Next, learn about new topics. Make it a point every single week to study and learn something new at least for an hour. Turn your brain that learning is good, and you're gonna be actively learning and gaining so much knowledge over the year if you literally just spend 1 hour a week doing that. Say I wanna Google something online, I'm going to Google, and then once I get into that topic, I just start reading and reading and reading. That's why I know so much about random topics. Good examples are biology, the human brain, why we do the things the way that we do. Another thing that I'm trying to be more intentional about is traveling. You only live once, and God created the world for us to see. That's all I have to say. Go somewhere. Leave the state. Travel in your country too, girl. Book a hotel. That's on my list. Book a hotel in New York for a night. Go stay in Vegas or LA solo. Something. Go see mountains. Go to Colorado. Go on as many side quests as you possibly can. Side quests are literally the joy of life and what give you the most memories. Love going on random side quests. If there's an opportunity for you to do something and you're like, I don't know if I should do it, say yes to it. Don't say no to nothing in 2026, girl. You won't regret any of those side quests that you take. But yeah, girl, those are just some things that you can do to change your life. Some things I've done and some things that I would like to do. If you do these things, you're gonna be happy with the result. So if you guys want more videos like this, or if you want it to be a little series, I feel like this would be so fun and girly. But I will see y'all in the next one.
If you are looking to build your confidence as a curvy girl and find your personal style this year, you need to follow people that look like you. Worked for me years ago. That's my best advice. A list of plus size and curvy creators that you need to follow and why. If you're after elevated everyday outfits, structured layering, clean cut basic, Karina is the girl for you. She's a stylist as well. And I really liked for clean girl model off duty, quite literally model off duty, Rosalind. If you're after more trend forward looks, experimenting silhouettes, I love my girl Avery. Her outfits are always so fun. Then I really like Axa. She's more of a mid-sized creator but not afraid to experiment, and I love that. If you lean more into the sexy, confident, feminine, everyone knows Simi. If you don't, you're so welcome. And I really like Iriana, body skimming, confident. Yes. So many amazing curve creators. I couldn't even list them all if I wanted to. Oh, and me. Duh. So if you're unsure on how to elevate your personal style, or if you're wondering, can I wear that? Yes, you can. And I'm so glad this video found you. Ciao.
We've all done time audits, right? Schedule every minute. But that just leads to managing burnout more efficiently. The 2026 push is an energy audit. It's way simpler. You stop asking, when will I do this? And start asking, how does this task make me feel? Does it drain you to zero? Or does it give you a bit of focus, a bit of flow? Your most important job is no longer to be productive. It's to find your focus and peace, because you can't build a life you love from an empty tank. This looks like the Protected Power Hour. It's not a fancy concept. It's you putting a literal block in your calendar for your most important work and defending it like you defend your
Here are some things I make sure I do every day to maintain my star girl energy. I take it very seriously. My non-negotiable is to make sure my bed is made every single day. Ever since I started doing this, I don't understand how I navigated life without doing it. There's nothing like coming back from a long day and your bed is made. It also makes me feel like I have my life more put together. Another star girl habit I do every day is to make sure I take my vitamins. Guys, we are getting old, we're getting older, and we have to make sure our nutrition is on point. I take vitamin D daily, and I also take my women's health vitamins. But doing those things ensures that I show up as my best self every single day. Along with that, we move our bodies. Star girls move our bodies. I am in the gym 4 to 5 times a week. When you look good, you feel good. And then you show up your best self. No more explanation needed. So those are some of my star girl habits that I need you to implement this year. And it's very doable. Follow me for more tips.
If you are trying to form the habit of waking up early, the best thing to do is to give yourself something enjoyable to wake up to. A mistake that people make is trying to wake up early and then doing things that they hate to then form that habit. No, you have the permission to just say, I'm trying to form a habit right now. So for the next month, all I'm going to do is just wake up early. You don't have to work out. You don't have to go on a run. You don't have to go to the gym. Wake up early and do something you like. My morning, one, I wanted to wear my new robe. And two, I'm waking up early so I can work on my Legos. I worked on this last night and I said, you know what? I'm going to wake up early, wear my robe. I'm going to be making myself some tea. Legos and tea. You can wake up early and do that. And this is specifically if you are trying to build the habit. If you already have the habit of waking up, then this is not, it can be for you. You can wake up and do something enjoyable. But if you're somebody who does not typically wake up early and you want to start waking up early, don't start the habit or trying to form the habit by waking up and doing foolish things that you don't even like. Wake up early and do things that you enjoy. I promise you will give you a different outlook on your morning. Like, you'll be excited to wake up to the day because you got something nice to look forward to. So try that instead of waking up early to, I don't know. Hey, you can wake up and scroll. Set your alarm clock to wake up at 6 a.m. so that you can scroll on TikTok. Since you addicted, use your addiction to form a healthy habit, you know?
Psychology shows that scrolling can shift your personality over time. Being on your phone constantly can make you more emotionally reactive, where you start to worry about everything, and you start seeing the negative in situations that used to just be neutral. Even the stuff you think you're just watching passively, like productivity videos or shopping reviews, they are slowly influencing your decision. Research suggests that constant exposure to content that makes you compare yourself or feel less than, it slowly changes your brain, making you feel more anxious and less open to new things. People keep asking me on how to do like a digital detox, and that doesn't mean like getting off your phone completely and doing nothing. So I made a little step-by-step guide that you can look at if you want. Being online is not a bad thing, but what you consume shapes who you become. So if you're feeling a little more anxious lately, maybe check out what you're consuming, because not all content is made equal.
The third push is how you build real, unshakable self-trust. We're told to fake it till you make it, or repeat affirmations. And if that works for you, great. But for a lot of us, it feels like lying to ourselves. The 2026 method is different. You stop telling yourself you're capable and start collecting proof that you are. Every time you finish something hard, have a difficult conversation, or prioritize your rest, you add a receipt. Stuck to my boundary. Publish the thing. Ask for the rate I deserve. This isn't positive thinking. This is evidence-based thinking. Start a proof journal. It can be a notes app, a scrap of paper, whatever. Every night, write down one concrete thing you did that aligned with your goals or values. Not a feeling, an action. Do this for 2 weeks. You won't need to feel more confident. You'll have a list that...
The crazy thing about being on autopilot for the last 2 years is realizing that a lot of people were playing in your fucking face. And it's okay, because you didn't know then, but now you know now. And if you're dealing with like feelings of frustration or anger or just like, resentment because you didn't realize how many people were just feeding you bullshit in the past, it's okay. You just got to eat it right now. You got to eat it right now and use it as fuel to reinvent yourself, to rebrand yourself, to repurpose yourself, or to do whatever it is you want to do with yourself until you feel better, okay? Because it's your life now. You're no longer on autopilot. You're no longer just listening to what everyone is telling you. You're actually going to do the things you want to do now because you're awake now. Okay? You're in your body now. So yeah, it's okay.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I need you to say this with me. I am that girl. I am that girl. I have always been that girl. Even if I lost myself, I am coming back for her this year. I am putting myself first. I am changing my mindset. That's it. I want you to get excited about life, babes. Not everyone will understand your excitement for life, and that's okay, right? Because you're thinking big. Your dreams are not unrealistic. You are hopeful. You are always sharing gratitude, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we're excited for life this year. Even if we're starting out slow. There is no rush. There's a lot going on. So being gentle with yourself is super important, but also remembering that you are very much so that girl. You didn't lose anything. Juice and squeeze. Yeah, that's it. I love you.
What's holding you back? Who holding you back? Welcome back to my series, Student of Life, where I share the things that I am learning and have learned. A bottleneck is defined as something that's holding back a system, a point of congestion not allowing a workflow to, work. Mine was not understanding where my lack of motivation was coming from. I knew I had a lack of motivation, but I couldn't fix it because I had no idea why or where it was coming from. But recently, I was diagnosed with ADHD, so that kind of answered that question. And I now have a deeper understanding of why my brain works the way it works, and ways to keep her up to speed. I also have my Discord group to keep me accountable. But hey, I'm just a girl living her life hoping to get it right.
In my proof journal, some days the entry is finish the quarterly report. Other days it's took a full lunch break away from my desk. Both are valid. Both are proof I am keeping the promises I make to myself. That's the compound interest no one
These are things I do not take personally. Not being invited. I don't go places where I'm not wanted, and I don't sit at tables where I am not welcome. Being underestimated. I don't need to prove my worth to people who don't even know who they are. People talking about me behind my back. Knowing that I'm the most relevant topic of conversation that another person has to talk about is honestly flattering. People who refuse to support my win. It's literally your own fault for not wanting to build community or relationships with people you want to be like. People distancing themselves from me. Most people are cowards or insecure, and whatever is not meant for me won't be for me. Other people's insecurities. Hating yourself is your full-time job, not mine. Passive-aggressive comment. You admire me so much that you want my attention, but your envy won't let you show me admiration. So the only way you could think to have access to me is by hiding behind catty remarks.
You're not the it girl of your dreams because you're not even showing up as her, and I'm talking about your highest self. Let's think about Miss Raven Baxter. You showed up as that girl every day. I mean, dressed down to the nines during first period. On top of that, she was unapologetically her. Let me show you how to do the same. First, rewrite your story, because before you show up as her, you need to get to know her. That means sitting down and getting to know what your higher self looks like, how she presents herself, how does she dress, her hobbies, all of that. The more you know, the better, baby. Step 2, it's time to change your self-concept. It is the year 2025. I need y'all to start walking around like you are that girl. The more you act like it, the more everything around you will follow in order. Step 3, commit to the good practices even when you don't feel like it, because when it comes to your goals, I need you to be like a Maya Papaya.
Not one toe missing, so I'm gonna stay on business on my 10 toes.
A wise woman once said, it's okay to do things miserably, just make sure you do it. And that's how I need y'all to be, especially with this next step. Essentially what I'm saying is don't wait to be confident to show up, and in turn show up until you become confident. Word, sister, I know. And last, give yourself permission to rest. The more you show up as her, the closer you get to becoming that girl. And that girl sits down to smell the roses. At the end of the day, it girls are showing up for themselves in more ways than one. If you're not, I hate to break it to you.
So that's it. That's the 2026 push. Number 1 is grant your own permission. Number 2 is guard your energy fiercely. And number 3 is collect your own proof. This isn't about a massive, scary overhaul. It's about the next right decision, the next time you choose you over what's expected. If this honest take resonated with you, please like the video. It tells the algorithm that real talk matters, and subscribe for more. But most importantly, I want to hear from you. In the comments, tell me honestly, which of the 3 pushes is your biggest struggle right now? Permission, energy, or proof? Thanks for your time. Now go do one small thing for future you.